Hello, my friends. This is Kevin, the Homemaker husband. Once again, I'd like to say thank you for choosing to spend a few moments with me today. I hope that you all are doing well. Now, I'm going to talk to you just for a minute right now, right at the opening of this video, about something that's really troubling me. It's not about you, obviously. It's about something that just happened to me, like in the last 30 minutes or so. And you know what? I absolutely feel horrible. So I'm going to tell you about this experience, and I don't expect anybody to say, you did the right thing. No, I screwed up. And I was trying so hard to not screw up, and then I did. So let me just tell you the story. I had a particular item that we've had here for half a dozen years at least. And Michelle and I are just kind of thinning some things out. Things that we haven't used, things that we don't need. Obviously, if we haven't used them for years, we don't need them, right? So anyway, without going into any detail about what I was getting rid of, excuse me. Without going into that detail, I'll just tell you, I decided that I should sell this item. And Michelle said, yes, it'll sell. This is the time of year that item will sell. It will sell. So anyway, I had priced it new, and the item we had, as I said, was brand new, never used, still in its original packaging. So I priced them last night at Walmart. I could have priced them at different places, but I just priced it there, and I'm calling it them because it was a package with more than one item in it of the same thing, right? So anyway, I took a picture, put it on Facebook Marketplace. Now, I don't know how many of you have done Facebook Marketplace before, but it can be like the Wild West. Anyway, I have sold a few things on there over the years, and this summer, and I've had good fortune. Can't complain. So anyway, I put this item on, took a picture, put it on Marketplace, and within minutes, my phone started blowing up. I had 7 or 8 people interested in this item. And this is where I say, I made the mistake. The mistake is not on this other person. It was me that screwed up. But I thought I was being so careful. Anyway, one woman said, I'm coming to get this item. And I said, okay. And they never offered to pay in advance or anything, but I just said, okay, yeah. And then a message came and said, I'm not going to come if it's first come, first served, because I don't want to drive all that way to get it and it not be there. And I said, if you tell me you're coming right now, I'll mark it sold pending pickup. And they said, I'm leaving in 5 minutes. I said, okay. So a little while, and they said, do you have change? And I said, yes, I can make change. So anyway, a few minutes went by, 10, 15 minutes went by, and message came, said, I'm here. And I said, okay. So out I went, carried the item out. It's easier for me to take it out of this building than it is to try to let somebody in. So I carried it out, made change for them, came back in, was quite happy. Michelle took the item off Marketplace for me and marked it as sold, and then, or whatever you do there. She usually looks after that part of it for me. And she did this time, so that was all good and dandy. And then about 5 or 10 minutes later, a woman messaged and said, oh, okay, I'm here, where do I park? And I'm like, what? And Michelle's like, what? So anyway, somewhere in there, and you see, here's the thing, as soon as we marked it, I got rid of the message streams. So as soon as this person said that, like, I couldn't go back and see the other messages, but somewhere in there, the phone was just going ding, 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 ding. Still my mistake. I'm the one that did it. But I feel absolutely horrible. I feel absolutely horrible. And Michelle does too. And you know, it's discouraging because I'm trying to do everything by the book, right? Everything I do. And it still seems like a lot of things are not working at all. We don't know what we're doing wrong. We've prayed about it. And anyway, I'm just feeling really bad and super discouraged right about now. And that's not your fault. And listen, I'm not asking for a whole bunch of people to send messages saying, you know, don't feel bad. That's not what I'm doing this for. I'm doing it because this is the pressing thing on my mind right now. This is what just happened in our real life, and I feel horrible. We've got a little bit of a grocery haul, just a tiny one, that we have done. That was pretty poor English. And so we're going to show you that, and then we'll wrap this video up. So, okay, starting from my right, I'm working left. I want to show you what we got here and get the stuff put away because it's really quite warm today. Even feels warm here in the kitchen. I have been baking, so the oven's been on. It's been off for a little while, but you'll notice that I have this stuff sitting on the board because the top of that stove just a tiny little bit warm. So anyway, I'll start here. Picked up a package of these Kraft singles because we're down to one. We like them on burgers or stuff like that, I guess. 2 packages of this lactose-free marble cheese. Good stuff. A loaf of whole wheat Wonder Bread. A package of hamburger buns, Wonder hamburger buns. And these Dempsters. Now, I want to say, we had one guy come out of the woodwork and crawl all over us. And one of the things he specifically mentioned was the Wonder Bread being an American product. For the first year that I was with the company that I was with, I worked nights, first year and 4 months actually. And about 3 nights a week, I would go to the Weston Bakery in Amherst and haul bread back to the Loblaws warehouse in Moncton. And this Wonder products was some of the stuff that come out of there by the truckload. So made in Canada by Canadians. So for those of you that worry about those type of things, and I mean that's a good thing, right? But for those of you that get bent about it, this bread here, at least, I'm not sure about the Dempsters, but it's got a Canadian flag on it right there, Canadian maple leaf, so I'm guessing Canadian product too, so be happy. Got a liter of the coffee cream that I use. Chicken here. This is obviously a very special chicken because you can see the price right there. We're going to bake that tomorrow and make sandwiches and stuff for the week. A package of these maple leaf Top Dog hot dogs. When we eat them, we like these. Michelle got another container of her roasted red pepper hummus, and this one has the little dollop of peppers on the top of it. 2 cans of this holiday lunch meat. There's the French, and there's the English. So 2 of them for the store for whenever. Bottle of Heinz ketchup, the kind that Michelle uses, and some Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue sauce. Very good stuff. I am going too fast, probably make it difficult for Michelle to put prices up, but a package of these Hershey's Chippets. Yes, probably an American product, and we're perfectly okay with that. Perfectly okay with that. McCain shoestring fries, made very close to where we grew up. 2 cans of this great value pumpkin puree. There's English and French right there. On the same side on this can, 2 dozen great value large eggs. This is another thing that probably is coming right out of Maritime Eggs in Amherst. I'm I'm not 100% sure on that, but they probably are, very much so. Bag of potatoes, yellow fleshed potatoes right there. I know they're grown on Canadian farms. A dozen cans of the pop that I drink. A dozen that Michelle drinks. And then she got 2 of these. Orange flavored milk chocolate bar, a white chocolate, and a package of these Russell Stover, no sugar added, the peanut butter cups, and there's one of the almond bars that I will eat. So yeah, and down here another case of water. So yeah, we're buying what we can afford, what we like, and if it comes from the USA, that's great. As I said many times on this channel, I love our American neighbors, right? So I'm not worried about offending anybody. We just do what we can to support ourselves, right? We work hard for our money and we will spend it how we see fit. And here we have the soup du jour. Actually, the soup de semaine. It's for the week. It's your hamburger soup?
No.
Beef and barley.
Mm-hmm.
Beef and barley. Look at that. That will be so good. It is good, I guess. I mean, I've tasted it, but I've got to get some garlic bread going, or garlic toast, whatever you want to call it, and we're good to go. Chicken for supper tonight.
Roast chicken. Potatoes.
Roast chicken,
Homemade
potatoes,
gravy.
Homemade gravy. This gravy is off the hook too, by the way. It's too good. Well, okay, friends. So, as you can tell, I'm flustered by this. From the beginning that you watched, the opening of the video until now is only just a very few minutes in recording time in the real world here. The little grocery haul that you've seen in the meantime here was actually recorded previously, which is fine, right? You guys all know how that works. But I'm just so flustered and so disappointed in myself, and I'm going to reiterate, I'm not asking for you to comment and say, oh, that's all right, you know, no, I screwed up and I feel terrible. Now Michelle reminds me, this person, immediately, obviously, I apologized profusely, and like, I swear the messages were coming in so fast that I thought I was talking to the same person, and at some point it shifted and I'm talking to 2 people thinking it's one, and here we are. So it is my fault, absolutely. This woman has every right to be angry. I don't blame her. We apologized profusely. Maybe I already said that. And then she just blocked me, right? So she never gave us a chance to try to make it right, because as I said, and there's a message popping up right now, somebody else still looking. No. Anyway, terribly frustrated, and I'm sorry. So yeah, I never had a chance to make it right. As Michelle said, you know, we could have worked something out, but this woman blocked me, and I can't even try to work something out with her. But at any rate, what am I supposed to do? So I feel really terrible. And you know what? We have a lot going on, and as I said, we're praying our way through all of it, and I certainly do appreciate those of you that pray for us. These struggles just seem to come no matter how careful we try to be and whatnot. I get focused this way and something comes at me from this way, you know, and it's just a whole lot. So please pray for us, and hopefully this video isn't just a hot mess. And yeah, just please pray for us. And if you have those things that you want us to pray for those of you that we have been praying for, we will continue until such time as you tell us your prayers have been answered. So yeah, thank you. It's Kevin, the Homemaker husband, saying God bless and bye for now.